Nobody's really happy with the way things are, and you know nobody gonna love you when you're down and out. Nobody for president, nobody for president, nobody.
And Gandhi had this most wonderful line that came to our attention. Gandhi said, if God were to appear to starving people, he would not dare to appear in any other form than food. Whoa. Now, we had so much media from feeding just 10,000 people a meal at Woodstock that we didn't think we could feed the starving millions, but we could embarrass large governments to get off their asses and do, my God, there's hippies doing it, we better do it better. This was the concept, right? So we set out. It took us forever, man. It took us forever. It got so cold, driving through the Atlas Mountains in Turkey, the gas froze in the tank while we were driving. This Turkish truck driver comes by and puts some bushes under the bus, sets them on fire, and he says, when the lines thaw, you drive like hell. Okay? It took us almost a year of incredible odysseys of stuff. When we get to Pakistan, the Hindu-Pakistani war breaks out, and we have to hang a left into Kathmandu. And then we were the first Western vehicle on the Chinese road to Pokhara. Now, all the way, we're handing out the food and medical supplies to Tibetan refugee camps. And then we get to a place where no bus can go, and we start walking. And my friend Dr. Larry Brilliant does clinic, and what Wavy Gravy, blow bubble. I blow bubbles. And these kids have never seen a bubble before. So I blow 4 bubbles and 400 kids start chasing them across this field of reefer, all the way to the Himalayas, trying to escape to the stars as far as the eye can see. And it is so beautiful and amazing. And I got 100 miles from a light bulb to this Tibetan lamasery, and all the Tibetan lamas are inside. And so I go in the courtyard where I meet this young boy named Lopsang, who is 11 years old with glaciers sleeping in his eyes, and he has donned the saffron, and he speaks a little English, and he's an apprentice monk. And I'm blowing him some bubbles. And the monks are, and the head lama comes out, sees the bubble, and falls to his knees. And he brings me inside and sits me down on this soft cushion and gives me some tea and sampa, which is like Tibetan oatmeal with a little yak butter and water buffalo milk. And I get to suck that up in some chai, which is like hot water on bushes with milk and delicious spices. And then all of us together get to go for hours and hours. And I got so very stoned, very stoned. And I get up and I give the bubbles to the little kid Lopsang as I float out the door. And the head lama snatches the bubbles away from the kid and takes them and puts them on the altar. And it is translated that on high holy days they will blow 1 bubble for Buddha. Now, can you imagine being a photographer from this remote going to this lamasery 150 miles from a light bulb, and you take a photograph for National Geographic of the skull cups and the butter lamps and the Dorji bells and the mandala, and you get back to New York and you're developing it, and you see this dusty bottle of fucking bubbles there. It would crack your brain. And I think it's important that we crack our brain 2, 3, 4 times a day. For years and years I wandered around, I said, oh God, I hope I don't flip out. I just hope I don't flip out. I don't flip out. Then I stopped and I flipped out. And now I don't have that to worry about anymore. After you get used to it, flipped out could be the most normal thing in the world.